So Premier League clubs, they often complain about fixture congestion. That's when they have to play 2 games a week. You know, that's nothing compared to some clubs in non-league. And yeah, especially 1874 Northwich. Now this club were formed back in 2012, so they're a very new club, and they were formed due to the financial issues happening at Northwich Victoria. They currently play in the North West Counties League Premier Division, which is the 9th tier of English football, and this season so far they've had an outstanding season in the FA Vars and the FA Cup. In the FA Vars they got to the semi-finals, eventually losing to Thatcham Town 4-2 on aggregate, so just missing out on an incredible visit to Wembley. And also they got on a very good run in the FA Cup. They actually played the highest number of games out of anyone this year in the FA Cup. They got to the 3rd qualifying round, which in both of those competitions is a new best for that club. Now these 2 great cup runs, combined with a lot of drainage issues that they've got at their home, Barton Stadium, it's basically meant that they've had an almighty fixture pile-up which is coming into the end of the season. They've had a total of, get this, 23 postponements this season alone. That is ridiculous. That's half of their league fixtures pretty much postponed. The league that they play in has 23 teams, which means they have a total season number of games of 44. And with the season ending on the 5th of May, every single match has to be played before that date, no matter what. And they've got to play all of their games in that space of time, which is incredible. So currently in the league table, they're actually doing very, very well. They're in 8th position despite having 12 games in hand on league leaders Runcorn. They're actually 35 points behind Runcorn, so by my calculations, if they win all 12 of those games in hand, they actually go 1 point clear at the top of the table. Now, are they going to win those 12 games? This squad has got to last 19 games in about 35 days. That's ridiculous. Even top level Premier League players with cutting edge sports science and therapy and doctors and everything that goes along with that, they can't manage this amount of games because of the intensity and because of the competitiveness that goes with league matches. And this club is a semi-professional club that is down in the 9th tier, so like, it's just going to be impossible. So they're going to have to sign a lot more players for the run-in, and they're going to have a big squad that they're going to have to rotate through because they're playing 4 games every week. They're generally playing on a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday and a Saturday. So that Wednesday and Thursday is going to be killer for a lot of them players. If they're going to be playing 2 games in consecutive days, that's crazy. So then what they might be doing is they might get essentially 2 squads assembled and play the one squad on a Monday and a Thursday and the other one on a Wednesday and a Saturday, if that's what they're going to do. That would be my idea. I don't know what they're definitely going to do, but that, I think, would ease the problems that they've got. But can the club afford to sign this number of players? I'm not sure. Obviously clubs at this sort of level, they've got a very small budget, so can they make that stretch to essentially sign a large number of players to facilitate the ability to play in all of these matches? Or do they just use the same players and make them absolutely knackered? They cannot recover. There's no time in between games for these players to recover physically. Another thing to take into consideration is that obviously with the number of games that are going to be happening, there's going to be a lot of home matches, so a lot of gate receipts coming in, more than there will be usually because there's obviously more matches, so more fans coming in, more paying. But then that raises the question, can these fans afford to pay for entry to all of these matches? There's going to be an average of 2 home matches per week, every week for the next like 4 or 5 weeks. Can they afford to actually pay that, and can they afford to go to the away matches as well, if that's what they do? So will they see lower gates than usual, or will the fans really come and get behind the club and really help them galvanise this campaign to try and get promoted? Because it's not out of reach. Looking at the league table, they're not far off the playoffs. They're even in reach, as I said earlier, of the title if they win all 12 of their games in hand, which obviously they're not going to do. But there is that outside chance, and yeah, it's a very unique situation, and it's one that I'll certainly be keeping close tabs on to see how it plays out. So let me know in the comment section down below whether you think 1874 Northwich can get promoted. Can they win those 12 games in hand? Let me know in the comment section down below. Also, what do you think of this whole situation? Should the season be extended to allow them to play these games in a reasonable amount of time? And really, should the league have stepped in due to like the drainage issues at the ground? And also, it's a bit of bad luck with the cup runs. It's really the only bad thing that comes with really good cup runs. It adds to the fixture congestion. But What will happen to 1874 Northwich for the rest of the season? Will they fulfill all these fixtures? Let me know in the comment section down below. If you have enjoyed this video, remember to hit that like button and subscribe. We're over 4,000 subscribers now. Can we get to 5,000 by the end of the season? That would be awesome. If you could help me, remember to hit that subscribe button. And yeah, hope to see you in the next video. And thanks for watching.